Hello everybody, I'm ellbristow, this is Ellitopia Gaming. Welcome back to KSP Live from its new home here at YouTube. I was quite pleased with the results from last week's stream on YouTube, so I thought that we would continue this week. We have a few people joining us in the chat, more people than YouTube is telling me are watching, so clearly I can't trust that figure. But welcome to everybody in the chat. And here is our save game, our career game. Now last week we very nearly completed the contract for Serran that we picked up, which involved landing on Serran and broadcasting back some science from Serran. Unfortunately, some slight miscalculations, mistiming, and landing on the dark side of the planet meant that we didn't have communication or power while we were going down, and it all went horribly wrong. So, although, strangely enough, it did actually count as a landing. So we got the reward for the landing, but we haven't completed the contract because we haven't managed to transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of Serran. So, we are going to give it another go. Battery power was an issue. More importantly, the length of time that battery power lasted was an issue. So I'm wondering if we should be taking more batteries with us. The problem with that is that batteries are heavy. Mind you, I don't think they're that heavy. Hopefully we can add a few batteries without affecting our delta V too much. The current delta V is 8,681 meters a second, which is quite a lot, to be honest. But if I was to, for example, add... they don't really... There's not really any space for them, that's the problem. Where could we fit some batteries? They're a bit big. I don't want big batteries. Can I fit them on the side of the existing batteries? There we go. That's not bad. Something like that. Ooh, doesn't take too much of our delta V away, which is interesting. For the sake of visuals, I'm going to sink them in like so that we can just see them like that. So that will give us considerably more power, which will hopefully last us a fairly long time on the dark side of the planet. And clearly it hasn't added too much more weight to our craft because it didn't really affect our delta V all that much. So hopefully that won't prevent us from actually completing this mission, and might mean that we have some power for longer. Well, it will definitely mean we've got power for longer on the dark side of the planet. This will be the Magnolia 2 because it is slightly different to the craft we used last time, and well, everything else should be pretty much the same. So I think we are ready to take this straight out to the launch pad to launch it. Here we are on the launch pad with the Magnolia 2, our second attempt to land on Serran and hopefully broadcast back some science. Our SAS is going on, our throttle is going to 100%, and we are getting ready to launch. Here we go. We are away. That's a bit loud. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Fuel on the first stage is running out quickly. We're getting ready to dump that off very soon. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come back, come back, come back. There we go. That wanted to pull away from me then. Let's go prograde. Well, those, there we go. Let go of those. They didn't hit anything. That's good. Improving our thrust to weight. Oh dear. No, 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 no. Don't. The atmosphere's trying to push me vertical because I've turned at a slightly different rate to what I had planned. Come on, let's keep prograde. There we go. Those winglets are not very strong against the atmosphere at this point. Come on, we need to be at 45 degrees. Being pulled slightly to one side as well. Doesn't help. No, 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 no. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Right, here we go. This is where it gets ugly. Come on. Keep us prograde. Keep us prograde. Come on. Come on. I managed to avoid that last time. Oop. Oh, okay, we'll go this way then. It's drifting still. No. Come on. What's that? Something gone wrong? Hang on. We've got a red light. We've got a battery out. Okay. One of the batteries packed up on us, like, straight away. That's fun. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Come on, straighten up, straighten up. Yep, I think we're getting control of it. Oh, there you go, those tanks. Oh! Hopefully they only hit each other. I think they hit each other. That was good. Okay, we're in orbit. Where is... Oh, okay, our Perry's in a pretty good place. We could possibly tweak that a little bit. How do we do that? I can't remember now. Is it this way? Or will that pull the Perry towards us? I don't remember. Nope, that pushes it away from us. That's good. There we go. Our Perry's in a perfect place now. So, when we get round here, we can start our burn, and hopefully we'll head straight to Serran, which we're going to set as our target. So, let's speed up time and get round there, shall we? Oh, whoa. Actually, before we do that, let's make sure we are pointing our solar panels in the right direction, which we are not. That would have been messy. How did we do this before? We managed to do it so that we had 4 panels facing the sun, didn't we? Good, there we go. Our power is increasing. And I believe we have 4 panels facing the sun rather than just 2. 0.48, 0.5, 0.49, 0.5. 0.5 and 0.5 means that we're basically evens on those. Okay, so now we can speed up time. There we go. So, we have some power. We're going to turn off the SAS and slowly move towards prograde so that our power still has a chance to charge while we're going. And then as our power starts to drop, we can use our engines to do the rest. Okay, there we go. Our power is now dropping. We can charge it with the engine slightly, but we can actually start our burn as well and turn the SAS back on. So let's get ourselves prograde. Come on, there we go, roughly. There we go. There is... There we go. There is our craft. However, let's go. Bang. Full blast. Blast? What's a blast? Full blast. Full... I don't even know what word was supposed to come out then. Full power. Oh, that's the end of that fuel tank. Let's dump that off. There we go. So as soon as this goes... Well, not as soon as, but there we go. Once it goes out, something like that. There is the possibility that will be recaptured by Kerbin. But at this point, I don't really care. All I actually want is for our solar panels to be pointing at the sun. There we go. Okay. So. And then a bit of this. There we go. 0.53, 0.52, 0.47, 0.46. Yeah, so 0.02 off full. We are charging. We're charging at a decent rate, and we are going to be leaving the influence of Kerbin. So we don't need any control at this point. What we do need is to point this directly towards mission control. Which means we now have lost communication, but we will regain it once we get outside the influence of Kerbin, because we will be pointing pretty much directly at mission control. We have lost communication briefly, but there we go. We've regained it again. And we are now out of the influence of Kerbin. So, at this point, where are we facing? We're facing basically prograde. So let's... Why do we not... Oh. Let's take us off of time warp. Let's spin us around to our retrograde. Hey there, Dookie9669. Dookie, are you a Green Day fan by any chance? Okay, so we're going to burn retrograde and hopefully bring our closest approach nearer to our target position at closest approach, which last time we managed to do quite easily. There was an intercept with Kerbin. Hopefully we'll avoid that. Hey there, Ulf. Hope I pronounced that right. Ah, now that's interesting. We've missed it this time, I think. Yeah, because look at that. Oh, okay, we haven't missed it. Let's see how close we can get it. 6 million, 5 million, 4 million, 3 million, 2 million, 1.9, 1.8, 1.7, 1.6, 1.5, 1.4, 1.3. That's as low as we're going to get it. Okay, so we have our flyby of Serran. Like wolf in Viking lingo. Like wolf. Okay. Wolf. Ulf. So it's just Ulf. Not oof. Sorry, I didn't mean to make a point of your name. So yes, we have a periapsis around Serran of 1.406 meters per second. 1.406 million meters. 1.406 kilometers. Ulf, aka Ulf. Yes. Okay, fair enough. I think we've established that one. So, it's time to, again, make sure that we are facing the sun. which we appear to be. Perhaps not as much as we could be. There we go. And, well, I mean, we have communication with Kerbin. Let's see where we end up. Speeding up time. Here we go. It's an 8-day journey. So, we're about to enter the influence of Serran. There we go. We are approaching Serran. And our periapsis is currently on the sunny side, which is also the side facing Kerbin, which is handy. So we can get to the periapsis, get ourselves pointing retrograde. Bit of a wobble, bit of a wobble. Don't like the wobble. We'll deal with that in a moment. And let's burn. Sticky keys came up again, despite the fact that I just told it to stop telling me. Aha! We are back in orbit around Serran. Let's bring it into the 1.3 million so that we're in a pretty much circular orbit. Yeah, I tried to disable sticky keys before, and that's what crashed KSP for some reason. I really don't know why. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do actually. We're going to bring this right in so it becomes our peri, and we're going to bring it just outside the atmosphere of Serran, which is at 61 kilometers, something like that. We'll do it. We'll leave it at like, I don't know, 80 or something like that. And then hopefully we'll still have communication and sunlight at that point. We'll have to watch that, obviously. And then we can use that to burn our Apo in to give us a landing point, hopefully on the sunny side. Right, I'm going to cut the engines there so that we don't have our periapsis somewhere where we're not going to have communication, which at the moment it's just about going to have communication. So, there we go, we're in orbit around Serran. We have an orbit of 1.4 million by 382,000. Let's take us down to the peri. It's very annoying that I have to keep turning this on. And that's not retrograde anyway, that's prograde. Okay. There is retrograde. And let's burn this in. Oh, okay, 28. That could be a bit hot, actually, but never mind, never mind. Track day been good with human opponents lately, and some good comments in the forums, but the devs is absent lately. No comments from them lately on our feedback. I think there was some information from them about the staff going on a well-earned holiday. I haven't seen them online at all, to be honest, not even on Steam. So I think they are actually on holiday. You know, it's their gig, so they can kind of do what they want, really. Okay. Let's use you to stop us from spinning again. No, we want to be pointing at the sun. Thank you very much. Toggle torque. Stop spinning. There we go. Keep those batteries charging. Okay, so we've only got one faulty battery, which is good. We've still got a fair amount of fuel. We're about to find out if we can actually land on Serran without going bang. So, here we go. Let's speed up time. There we go. We can see we've got the atmospheric effects now. That should definitely speed up our apoapsis coming in. However, we also have engines that we can use for that purpose. Whoa, where are we going? We're going the wrong way now. That's not good. SAS, come on. You come back on, please. Bring us round to retro if you can. There we go. Come on, hold us there. Hold us in retro. Hold us on retro. No, I can't do it. Okay. Well, we're slowing down. Hopefully we'll regain some control. Come on. Come on. No. Can I swing it round? Here we go. Here we go. Actually, the parachutes might be safe to deploy by now. Where are we? Risky. Okay. Come on. Give me safe. Give me safe. Because I can't slow us down at the moment. I'm going to move that down to here. No, not there. Whoops. To there. Safe. Wow, okay. We're not very high. We're also upside down, which is not ideal. I would kind of like to be facing the other way, if that's okay. Any chance of that? We can put the legs out. We're a bit top heavy. And at this rate, we are going to land on the dish, which is not going to be good at 7.9 meters a second. I don't think the dish can handle that much of an impact. Come on, come on, survive. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It did survive. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. Well, we've landed on Serran, everybody. Okay, it's a bit sideways, but we have communication, and we're kind of got solar panels looking at the sun. We haven't got enough solar panels looking at the sun. If I hold on, activate that engine. Can I use it to flip me upright somehow? No is the answer to that. I don't seem to be able to use it to do anything at all. So let's get the legs in. And And maybe that will allow me to... Whoa, okay. Maybe that will allow me to roll down the hill. That's not kind of what I had in mind. Let's get those legs back out again. Whoa! Right. Still not quite pointing at the sun. Let's get the SAS off. Log and temp, log and transmit. No, we've just run out of electric charge. Damn. Okay. Okay. Maybe if we speed up time, maybe the following day. There goes Sonna and Kerbin. Let's have the following day for this planet. What? I don't know how long the days are, but maybe at the right time of day we might get some power. Broken? Broken? Mind you, I'm not surprised. We did just roll down a hill. All our solar panels are broken. Okay, that's why we're not getting any power. Damn it. We were so close. We have no control now. We have no power. We are a bit stuck. There is nothing we can do with this craft. And I can't transmit the science to complete the contract because we don't have power. Rolling down the hill was a bad idea. Let's reload that design because I had an idea for improving at least the solar panels part of that craft, which actually might also serve as a way of changing the centre of gravity for the parachutes as well. So let's take these satellites off. In fact, let's dump them. And let's take the parachutes off. We didn't need those. Let's get rid of those. That was just excess weight. Let's put this somewhere so that it's not behind everything that I'm about to do. And let's get some modular girders. And we'll have 3 of those. And then from there, we can fit the solar panels. Okay. Kind of get where I'm going with this. Because we can fit a lot more solar panels on this. And they will be in slightly more useful locations. Can we put one on the end? We can. Albeit a bit wonky. Yeah, there we go. Lots of solar panels, and we can actually still put some here if we really want to. That's what I want. Let's bring it out a bit. There we go. So we should now have a lot more power from this thing. Slightly less delta V, but a lot more power. Oh, hey there, Mayumi. I didn't realise you were there. Indeed, YouTube Live. They've made quite a lot of improvements to this system, so I actually quite like it now. So there, hopefully that will also affect our centre of gravity, so that we can land a bit better. I mean, in theory, I could put dishes on there as well, but we haven't got the... I don't know, actually, we could do that. It would make quite a good satellite, wouldn't it? Parachutes, however, parachutes we need. And they are going to be quite important. So, I'm thinking maybe lose these on the ends and put parachutes on there. Oops. Like... Oh, I'm not allowed to put them there, am I not? Yes, I am. I thought so. There we go. We now have 3 parachutes on the ends of those. That should fix the problems that we've been having. SAS is going on. Throttle is going to 100%, and I've forgotten the name of this craft already. What was it called? The Manolia, that's it. Manolia 3. So, SAS is on, our throttle is up, we are ready to launch. Here we go. First set of engines, off they go. There it goes. Okay. And once again, it's kind of where we want it to be. Oh! Hold on. Dump that. Fire that. There we go. So if I was to burn retrograde now, we might hopefully get a closer approach this time. Whoop! Let's not go past it. Come on, give us comms. At the Perry will do. How far away are we? We are. We're going to miss it. Pants is the operative word. We don't have communication. Ah, haha. Right. How do we do this? Right. That SAS is having fun. This is going to be a lot of fuel. Can we do it? I don't know. My goodness, I actually made that work. I didn't think that that was going to work. But there we go. That's how you recover if you've missed your orbit. Goodness me. Okay. Where do we want it? That'll do. Whew. Okay. Saved it. Just about. Look at that. How bizarre is that orbit? So let's get in there and hopefully we can... Hopefully we'll still have communication. Yeah, we're going to still have communication. That's good. And then at the Perry we can pull the Apo back in. Okay, so let's pull the Apo in. Where is the sun? Typical. The sun is on the opposite side to where we have communication. We're going to have to try and land... I don't know where actually. We're probably just going to have to stay in orbit for a little while on this one. There we go. 229, 249. So, we need to kind of stay in orbit until we're in a slightly different position so that we can maintain communication and have sunlight. Now that could take some time. Okay, so let's go later in the year. Or the following year, maybe. Serran seems to orbit at roughly 2 years per year. Or 1 year, no, 1 year per 2 years. Where's the sun? Sun is over there, okay. So, bit further. There we go. So, and look at this. These are basically in the same place now, which is not how geosynchronous satellites are supposed to work. Geosync 1 is still where it's supposed to be. Geosync 1B is definitely not where it's supposed to be. In fact, those two both... That one's not where it's supposed to be either. Something's wrong with our satellite network. We need to fix that at some point. However, for the moment, we're going to have sunlight and communication at the same time via Manolia 3. So let's fly the Manolia 3 and we can sort out a landing, hopefully, on this one. Let's get the periapsis burning down a little bit. Whoa, where are you going? Come back. There we go. Let's get it just outside the atmosphere. Actually, just in the atmosphere would be okay, because by the time we've... Yeah, that'll work, that'll work. Let's get it in the atmosphere here. Get it to about 40 or something. Or 35, like we were going to do last time. There we go. Then we will have communication and sunlight there. We can burn to slow ourselves down. So that hopefully we'll be landing on this white patch here, which should be interesting. Get to find out what that's made of. And what altitude it's at as well, I suppose. So, no communication at that point. But we should have it when we come out the other side. Ding! There we go. And by now we are probably entering the atmosphere. Not quite, but getting there. Let's get ourselves retrograde. Looking very much like a lawn dart. Hopefully we won't land like one. We've got a tiny bit of fuel left in that tank. Let's see how much the atmosphere slows us down on this pass. Let's use up the last of this fuel. Oh dear. That was wrong. That was very wrong. Whoops. I meant to do that. And instead I fired the parachutes. We need more power. Okay, a bit early for that. Can I undeploy these? Ooh, I can. Hold on. I can increase the minimum pressure for when they actually fire. They fired, it was risky, and they've snapped. Okay, so time to use the engines to slow us down. get our legs out. Well, okay, we landed on our side again, but this time we've landed on our side with enough solar panels pointing at the sun for us to actually regain some power and send some form of transmission. We can take a temperature reading, which is there. Log the temperature. From the readings on the scan, it seems your mother was right about bringing that extra sweater. What does it say then? Hold on. Toggle display. 163 degrees. Yeah, I don't think so. We're going to transmit that, which is probably going to use all our power up. But there we go. We've got the science from that, and we've completed that part of our contract. Transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of Serran complete. We get 10,875 funds for that, 6 science and 2 reputation, and we have successfully explored Serran. So that gives us another 108,750 funds and another 18 reputation, which makes all those mistakes worthwhile. Let's observe the mystery goo while we're here. That will give us an extra 5.3 science if we can transmit it, which we should be able to, but maybe not yet. So let's keep it for the moment. We can do a probe report for another 1.8. The telemetry indicates that all systems are functioning nominally. Keep that. We can do a barometer reading. The pressure in the shores is higher than the mainlands, but not very noticeable. So this is Serran's deserted shores, or deserted shores? Deserted shores. 96.9 science, 285,000 funds, and reputation is there. Which looks like it's about 500 or 50%. 50% reputation. I don't really get how that meter works. I never really can understand it. But there we go. It's in the light green bit, and it's more in the light green bit than it was before. We can go to the sciencey room, and we can now unlock something for 90 science. We have some small bits, or we have some landing bits. Might not be such a bad idea actually, because that's the different landing legs and things. We have some aerodynamic bits for planes. We have lots of bits, which is the modular colonization system, the orbital colonization system, and some other stuff. Radial engine mounts and things like that. We have the propulsion systems, which is the small engines and the small fuel tank. And we have heavy rocketry, which is the large engine, the big solid fuel booster, and the larger life support things. Should certainly get the landing stuff. Yeah, Chip says landing stuff too. Okay, landing stuff it is. So here we go. We're researching landing stuff, which is some wheels, which will be good for some planes, and the landing strut, and the bigger parachute, and the larger heat shield as well, which could be handy, and the launch escape system, which I've never used ever. So there we go. That's our science spent. Hopefully at some point we'll save up enough money to upgrade this guy, which is 1.1 million funds, which is quite a lot. Is there anything that we need to do at this point? Is there anything we can do at this point? Let's see, flight planning. That would be handy. I'm wondering if we should spend some money to get the maneuver nodes. Kerbals can only disembark on Kerbin. Really? We haven't updated the astronaut complex yet? Ooh, okay. So there's two things that really we should be updating. We should be upgrading mission control for maneuver nodes and the astronaut complex for EVAs. Okay, nothing else we want to do there. So, explore Aptor or explore Mun. Aptor should be easy to explore, but we've failed so far. We failed our flyby of Aptor. It would be nice to actually get that one finished. Go on, let's explore Aptor. And there we go. We have flyby and explore Aptor to do. That's given us some extra funds straight away. But in order to do it, I am going to have to upgrade mission control to give us flight planning, which also gives us more contracts that we can accept, which might be handy later on. But there we go. I'm doing that. Oh, I didn't do like an unveiling thing. But there we go. Here is what mission control looks like now. There we go. Got a little satellite dish and it's got some lights out the back. Whoops. But there we go. We've now unlocked maneuver nodes. So getting to Aptor will hopefully not be quite so tricky. So that will be our next mission. However, if you would like to see us attempt our probably 4th or 5th try at getting to Aptor, hopefully this time in slightly more favourable circumstances, you're going to have to join us next week because I'm going to call the stream to a close there. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on the highlights or the uncut rerun on YouTube, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to let me know that you're enjoying the content that I'm posting up for you guys. Thank you for watching. I have been ellbristow. You've been watching Ellitopia Gaming. This has been KSP Live. And I will see you next time. See you later.